Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks taking on the Phoenix Suns on Sunday night. The Mavericks open up an early lead. Seth Curry corralling the loose ball. The fine Kristaps Porzingis for the lay-in plus the foul. And then Luka driving and finishing with a bucket of his own. Boban Marjanovic. Oh, Ricky Rubio stood no chance against the big fella right there. Here's Luka for the bucket and the foul. 73 first-half points for Dallas as they led by 13. Suns go on a 21-9 run, though, in the third to take the lead. Devin Booker pull up from the mid-range. Frank Kaminsky missing. Ricky Rubio the rebound. A little lefty scoop at the hoop. And Cam Johnson had a good game. 19 points for him. Also 12 rebounds. Corner three is good. Phoenix by 1. Devin Booker, tough baseline jumper right there. He had 30. Then Luka Magic getting to the 10, crossing up Cameron Payne plus the foul. Then another lay-in. 40 points for Doncic to go along with 8 rebounds and 11 assists. Ricky Rubio blocked by Porzingis as the Dallas Mavericks down by 2. Couple of chances for him. Porzingis misses. Goes out of bounds on Phoenix after a review. So Dallas gets another shot with 3.3. Down by 2. Tim Hardaway Jr. for the win. Bounces off iron. Phoenix holds on 117-115 over Dallas. Aaron Gordon and the Orlando Magic taking on the Sacramento Kings, and it was this kind of first quarter for Orlando. Markelle Fultz from three-quarters court, 44 first quarter points for the Magic. They led by 18 after 1, and they kept on firing away in the second. Terrence Ross for 3, Aaron Gordon for 3, and then after the Kings turned the ball over, in transition come the Magic. And nobody stops ball, so Gordon just pulls up for another 3. He had 19 of his 22 in the first half. Third quarter now. Magic by 26 and still adding to it. Nikola Vucevic off the feed from Evan Fournier. And then Vooch, top of the key, 3. 18 triples in the ball game for Orlando. Vooch had 23 points, 11 rebounds, but the win kind of gets soured right here as Jonathan Isaac, non-contact knee injury. He plants that left leg and just comes down in a heap of pain. He has had trouble staying healthy in his first couple years in the league. Carted off right there, not a good sign. But the Magic score 120 or more for the franchise record 5th straight time and win their 5th in a row by 16. San Antonio Spurs and the Memphis Grizzlies, every game on the Orlando campus, an important one as they try to get into the playoffs. Greg Popovich, Spurs coach, standing once again during the national anthem. Everybody else around him taking a knee. Spurs led by 5 at halftime. Exciting play from the young Grizz. Ja Morant lobbing to Brandon Clark for the alley-oop plus the foul. On the other end, DeJounte Murray helping the Spurs build the lead. He had 21 points to go along with 10 rebounds. Here he is, a tough high-arcing shot off the glass, 91-80 in favor of San Antonio. The Grizzlies getting back into it thanks to that young talent. This is going to be a team to be reckoned with in the next couple of years. Ja Morant, the floater, and then the lob to Jaren Jackson Jr., who had 21 after 33 in his first game in Orlando. DeMar DeRozan drives and kicks. It's Murray for the corner 3. Spurs by 8. Then Ja driving, tough hang and hit right there. He had 25 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. And then it's Jackson Jr. off the feed from Grayson Allen. Memphis within 1, a minute 15 to go. DeMar DeRozan had 27 in San Antonio's first game in Orlando. Just 14 in this one, but that is a tough step-back jumper right there. And he had a chance to clinch things at the line with the Spurs up by 3. He missed both of them, though. And then the ensuing Grizzlies possession, it's Jackson Jr. again with a 3-ball in the corner. This one ties it at 106. But look at this savvy veteran move from DeRozan. Gets Dylan Brooks to bite on the pump fake. And this time DeRozan would take advantage at the line. He knocks down the first one. and then the second one. So Spurs by 2 with 1 second left. Memphis would get one last shot at this thing. And off the inbounds, Jackson Jr., it is a very deep three, and not all that close. San Antonio, behind DeMar DeRozan and his veteran savvy, get a 2-point win over the Grizzlies. The 8th and 9th place teams in the Eastern Conference locking arms and kneeling for the national anthem in Orlando on Sunday. The Washington Wizards taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Pick things up in the second quarter. Loose ball on the floor finds its way into the hands of Jarrett Allen, who had 2 dunks in the ball game, giving him 171 on the season, setting a Nets franchise record. There he is, plus the foul, 22 points and 15 rebounds for Jarrett Allen. Meanwhile, Thomas Bryant, the center for the Washington Wizards, not 1 but 2 threes coming up right here. This one in the closing seconds. He was 4 of 6 from beyond the arc, a career-high 30 points and 13 rebounds. Things were tied at 54 at halftime. Joe Harris banking one in for 3 of a season-high 27. And Karis LeVert, the number 1 option with all of the people absent for the Brooklyn Nets these days. Wizards keeping things close, though. Jerome Robinson lobbing to Bryant for 2, but too much LeVert in the second half. 25 of his 34 come in half number 2. 118-110, Brooklyn wins it. The Nets now 7 games ahead of the Wizards for the final playoff spot in the East. Portland and Boston on Sunday. Jason Tatum just 2 of 18 shooting in the Celtics game on Friday. Looking to rebound from that one. And he and his teammates coming out firing from long distance. Jaylen Brown knocks one down. Then Gordon Hayward also. C's had 7 threes in the first frame. And then Jason Tatum going off in the second. He misses right there, but Enes Kanter tips it back out to Tatum, who then knocks it down. Then Tatum showing off the improved handle. A little step back, knocks down a 3. He had 15 in the second quarter, 21 in the first half. That 3 a deep one. He had a career-high 8 assists, but rebounding from that 5-point effort to score 34 on Sunday. Boston led by 19 at halftime, led by as many as 24, but here come the Blazers. Damian Lillard, a deep 3. CJ McCollum into the paint for the floater. They had 62 combined in Portland's first game in Orlando. Lillard, a 3 plus the foul. He had 30 points in the ballgame, also a season-high 16 assists. And McCollum had 17, as Lillard here finds McCollum for 3 to break a 98 all-tie. Portland on top by 3. More from Tatum, though. Tough bucket right there, plus the foul. And then Tatum in transition going to find Jaylen Brown, who walks right into a 3-ball. He had 30 to go along with Tatum's 34. Boston up 112-109. Gary Trent Jr. had 21 off the Portland bench. He gives Portland back the lead with under 2 to play. It's 119-118. Gordon Hayward, nice little pull-up in the paint right there. He had 22. Stars having big games all over the place in this one. Boston up by 3, under 10 to go. And Lillard finds Yusuf Nurkic for the lay-in after the Celtics free throws. Blazers down by 3. Nurkic, a long inbounds pass to, well, nobody in particular. And that would do it for the Blazers. Boston ekes one out. Good game, 128-124. Milwaukee Bucks and Houston Rockets primetime matchup on Sunday. The national anthem has been a focal point of so many of these games in Orlando. And so has Giannis Antetokounmpo been a focal point of the last couple of seasons. The reigning MVP raining down a pull-up 3, and then Chris Middleton, the Robin to Giannis's Batman, another 3. 27 for Middleton in the ball game. Russell Westbrook, an easy lay-in right there, 31 for him. And then James Harden forcing the turnover, and Harden gets it back on the other end. Harden had 49 on Friday, just 24 points on Sunday. Giannis backing down Robert Covington. And then on the other end, this one back and forth the entire first half. Westbrook off glass plus the foul. Houston led 62-54 at halftime. Giannis heating up in the third. The aggressive take, not good, but a couple of tip-ins later. And Giannis gets 2. Then a tough bump and the bucket. He'd complete the three-point play. Ever improving outside shot as well for Giannis. He had 36 points, 18 rebounds, 8 assists, and you just can't stop that as he spins baseline on Jeff Green. Milwaukee on top by 3. Chris Middleton to Brook Lopez with Houston's non-center lineup. Brook Lopez, a decided size advantage down low, and he took advantage of it. 23 points and 12 rebounds for Lopez. Then here, he kicks it out to Middleton for another 3. It's 112-104 in favor of Milwaukee, and Brook's brother Robin loving it on the bench. PJ Tucker, the artist of the corner 3, is good. Giannis loses control right there. Houston on the other end. Westbrook filling the lane, caps a 9-0 Houston run to pull ahead 113-112. Under a minute to go now. Wesley Matthews missing. Brook Lopez, a little running hook, gets a kind roll as well. Milwaukee on top by 1. Daniel House made free throws before this one as Houston smartly fouls Giannis on the offensive rebound with a 3-point lead and had a foul to give. So now Chris Middleton, nowhere to really go right there. Misses the 3. And Houston would go on to win by a score of 120-116. The Rockets playing some defense down the stretch to seal this one.